And then talk about, so the pricing, so the deal size has increased. I mean, you can see how the progression of the scope of work has shifted from you just doing the work to now really enabling and guiding and, setting up all the
Yeah.
structures and so forth. How did you switch your pricing strategy? Because it sounds like you start off with kind of a base fee on a monthly basis, right?
Yeah.
Plus a percentage of commission that you would generate above a baseline or whatever. Fast forward to today, how have you thought about it, or what is kind of the progression or shifts that you made in reaching the pricing model that you use today?
Yeah. So most consultants are full-time employees, right? So they're being paid to do a job within a company or a business, right? And then they're like, oh, well, I want to be a consultant. So like I've built up this skill set and now I'm a consultant, right? So they end up having a financial set point that's tied to what their wage was as an employee, right? So that's the first thing, is like understanding that we get attached these financial set points.
Sure.
Right. And what you have to start to think about is, what am I helping this business owner, this person that I'm working with, create for themselves? And really, what is the value to them? Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to. Like, what is this creating for them, both from a financial ROI, from an emotional ROI, right? And like you can put pen to paper and like do like risk adjusted value, and like my contribution to that overall value is 10%, 20%, and then risk adjusted because it might not implement or take is this, and figure out that. But it's really understanding what it's worth to them. And for me, so many of the businesses I work with fire tons of salespeople, right? Like, what's the cost of hiring and firing a salesperson in terms of opportunity cost, of actually like, recruitment fees, salaries, training, confusion, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a huge, like, I saw a number like that hiring and firing salesperson cost a business like $100,000, like a consulting business or like a B2B business, $100,000, right? So like, if you can help salespeople be successful, right, and actually scale a business, that's incredibly valuable. But that's again, the shift isn't like, it's not what your time is worth or what your knowledge is worth. It's really like, what is the value creating? I almost feel like I'm in MBA school, like it's cliche again, because like there's value, there's all these different pricing strategies, but it's really going like, yeah, for you, man, what is this really worth to you? Like, why do you want this? What will this create for your business? How much time does it save you? Like, for a CEO, if I save you 8 hours a day because you're not on strategy sessions, what's that worth to you?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
So you're really shifting from starting off doing the work, right, and thinking with more of that kind of employee contractor mindset of number of hours or what you were making before you became a consultant, to shifting to the focus on the actual client and what is the value for them and what is the potential return on investment for them and how will it make their lives and their businesses better, and then tying in your contribution to that so that it's a win-win for both parties, where you're compensated very well. And they're also very happy because they look at it and say, yeah, I've received a really great return on that investment. But the other part too, I think some people may not catch on right away, is that as your contribution, your involvement in the value or the impact, is being increased through the work that you're doing, because you're now involved in more parts or a bigger scope, right? That also now means that you can capture more compensation from that, right? You're involved in more parts. There's maybe potentially some more risk. There's definitely more value, but that's also going to then lead to greater compensation opportunities for you, because again, there's more on the table for everyone to capture and benefit from. Chris,